Hello, welcome back. I understand the last video ended quite abruptly. It's because I'm trying to keep these episodes as short as possible. The intro one was about 25 minutes. I'm going to keep the episodes about 15 minutes from now because 25 minutes is a really long time and it's not very interesting. Most people's attention spans, especially on my videos, is about 7 seconds. So if you've even made it to the end of this sentence, thank you. Yeah, hopefully Rimworld isn't a game that everyone's seen, so there might be a bit more interest in it. Right. I'll carry on with just a quick rundown of the UI because I didn't mention that last time. I've got a bit of frame drop because I am rendering in the background. First of all, down here we have the sort of navigation bar, if you will. It sort of dictates everything you can do or control. You have architect, and this allows you to build. You've got order, structure, zone, production, furniture, power, misc, security, floors, joy, temperature, and ship. Now, more on them individual bits later. Work. This allows you to set what your colonists are able to do and in what order they do it. As you can see, higher priorities like firefighting, being a patient, being a doctor, resting in bed, flicking switches on and off, and wardening all the way right down to research is the lowest priority. Unfortunately, you can't swap these around. I would like to be able to swap, like if the developer could make a way that you could swap the order of these around yourself, it would be great. You can do the manual priorities, but it is very confusing, and we'll get more into that later in the game. For now, I'll just keep them on this, and I'm just going to make sure that they are all on the important stuff. So everyone is growing, everyone is on plant cutting, and for now, that's everything. This restricts them. I can actually set a timetable for them with anything, make them do work, have joy or sleep, and then from here obviously you can see the time from 0 to 23. Normally what I do is I take anything and I make them not wake up at 5 because it's still as anything they are able to sleep in if they wish, but I say that's their suggested wake up time. There's only that's 6 hours on there, which these guys can deal with. They can sleep in later if they need to, but most of them only have 6 hours sleep. For work, I normally set from a decent chunk of work so that they do actually get on and do something during the day, and I'll edit this as we get more colonists. As for joy, I don't particularly put any joy in until really late game when I see that they have moodlets all the time. Next we have assign, which means I can assign them to be any particular set of outfits, so anything a worker, soldier or a nudist, because you do have some that particularly like wearing certain things. So nudists obviously don't like wearing clothes, so you'd set them to be a nudist if they were. I can also edit the outfits, but that's again late game stuff. For now I'm just going to keep them on this. This little running man symbol means how they will interact if something approaches them that is dangerous, like a creature or pirate or something. This is just flee instantly. You can change it to just ignore it, carry on with what you were doing, challenge it and attack it, or flee. I'll keep it on flee for now until I find somebody that's particularly good at fighting, and then I'll normally tell them to fight whatever is trying to attack them. Next we have animals, and as I said, we have Dylan the cat. Dylan the cat over here, the very low intelligence cat. He does have social needs. He has a bond with Terry, guns up here, so that's his owner is guns. Like I said, you can't train him because he's thick, no intelligence. He does have needs, but very basic ones, only food and rest, so when he needs something to eat, he will find something to eat, most likely my packaged survival meals, and the rest he'll just find somewhere to kip, as cats do. Health, no injuries, which is what I like. I can set operations for the cat, and, well, I don't want to, so we're going to leave that one. I am going to set him to have herbal medicine, so he'll be treated by doctors if he's, injured. But I won't give him normal medicine because it's just not worth using it on pets. Now later on, if I find a pet that is really, really loyal and really, really worth, I will probably put it on, to take normal medicine. But as it stands, herbal medicine will suit Dylan just fine. And obviously, health stats, you can get that with pretty much every colonist. I can also choose to slaughter him later if I'm really desperate. Okay, so this, that's already 5 minutes of me babbling on about the UI system. We do have down here factions. These dictate, your enemies. Obviously, you always start with at least 3 hostile. I have been on maps where there have been 4 hostile and even 5 hostile bands. These are the people that are likely to raid you and attack you. You can see there's different types. There's Outlander towns, which are normally friendly or at least neutral. These are neutral towards me. Another Outlander town, they are, they're not hostile, but they're not in a good mood with me. Minus 13, that's plus 7. Tribes, that's hostile, as you can read. They are likely to attack. Pirate bands are always hostile, and there is no way you will ever be able to become their friends. So, they are hostile, and they are most likely going to attack. And another pirate band, as I say, they are most likely to attack, but not as much as them. For some reason, they just hate me being on the same planet as them. The tribes, they're probably thick and don't understand where I came from, so they hate me. The Outlander towns are probably similar to me. They've landed, colonised, and just grew in size. So, yeah. Again, the world. Once you've got past the main menus and the original pages, there's not really any use for this apart from understanding where your location is. But that's, it's not really any use. History tells me a bit about my colony. More on that later. There's no history at the moment, we just landed. Statistics is the same, playtime, all that sort of stuff. Research, this is important. This is you read a research bench, so that's already telling me if you want to start researching the next few things, you need to get a research bench. Obviously menu. Quick rundown down here. We've got outdoor temperature, weather, hour and date of the hour of the day, date of the year, and actual year. Pause, play, fast forward, and super fast. This just dictates how fast you will get the colony. Well, genuinely, it's how you want to move your colonies faster and whatnot. I normally play on the fastest speed because I can, but I will always have it paused in a moment like this so that I'm not wasting daylight. Right, so we're gonna get our colonists to equip some gear. It's just lying on the floor for now. And right, what am I looking for? Here we go. So he's got decent skills. He's got decent skills. She's not very good. So we're going to give her the knife. We're going to give him the pistol that's up here, and we're going to give him the rifle that's over here. So unpause that, and then we're going to go and collect weapons that they want. Right, as explained, certain objects are forbidden, but so the colonists can't interact with them. If I unforbid it, they will be, they will be able to use it. So I'm gonna unforbid everything that I can see. Normally, here we go. They're all genuinely building materials and currency. There's silver here. Silver 60, that is currency, so my colonists will collect that up and we use that to trade and barter with. Wood, building material. Metal, a building material, or steel, sorry, and so on and so forth. So first of all, I'm just going to get on. This is going to go really fast, but you'll understand it in no time. Stockpile. I'm just going to pop down a stockpile over here, and I'm going to tell them in orders to want them to cut everything down that's in the stockpile and haul all of the bad stuff out of it. And then I'm going to put a dumping stock zone, so anything that's useless, dead bodies or rocks or stuff that we don't need, going to go over there. Right. None of this is important. Oh, this is very important. Growing zones, so we're going to try and get them to start growing food straight away. And that seems like a fair enough size. You can see that I deliberately put it over the dark soil and not over the light soil. That is for a reason, because this is just like normal grassland, whereas the dark soil is rich soil, and you know, your crops will grow at an extra, I think it's an extra 50% speed. Correct me if I'm wrong. And we have a choice of growing well, it's set to be potatoes. We can grow any of these. I'm going to keep it on potatoes because they grow relatively well and they're good. So I'm going to unpause it, and I'm going to get them to start doing stuff. Basically, if I unpause it, they're just going to get around and do what they feel is necessary to do. So they're going to start growing crops. I don't want all of them to start growing straight away. I'm going to take Callie off, and she can go and haul some of the important stuff. Wonderful, she threw up just before. They do suffer with some stuff, such as, you know, sickness. I think if I go on to this, yeah, cryo sleep sickness. She's just feeling a bit sick because she, you know, just fell out of the sky at probably near to light speed. So you can understand why they will feel a bit, why she'll feel a bit sick. Right, down here we have like rags. They basically man-eating cannibals, but they're not necessarily going to attack me straight away. On random, they would have probably already taken me out. We have wild boars here as well, so that's something else. Dylan just wandering around. Right, from here I'm going to pretend that you understand everything that I've explained. If not, good luck, because I don't want to be playing this as a tutorial. I sort of just want to get on with it. I've already done a hell of a lot of explaining. Just going to claim this as my own, so that I can begin to use it to build. Now that's already man-made structures. There are already walls and stuff in the game, as we know. This is obviously mountain. It is sprite based and top down, so you'd have to use your imagination. This is a hill, this is a mountain, or another large hill and whatnot. And as I said earlier, you can mine through these and get into it. Now I'm going to build a wall with some wood and just see if I can get a structure built. Now when you set something to be built, it's not set in stone that that is built straight away. You say, I want something built here, your colonists will go and get the resource. It's like this costs 5 wood to build 1 piece of wall, so doing that costs 1 piece of wall. You cancel it. And same with the door. The door costs 25. You can see this over in this corner when I hover over something, it tells you its cost. And then when obviously I select on it, I've got multiple building materials that I can build with. It'd be silly to build with silver because, you know, that's an expensive, it's used as currency, so it'd almost be like paving your bathroom with, you know, pound coins. It's approaching 15 minutes, so I know I haven't really done a lot, but from here I'm gonna leave this as episode 1. I know I didn't get a lot done. Hopefully through the next couple of episodes I'll be able to show you a bit more. And yeah, so I'm gonna pause it here and we're gonna do save. We'll save it as new colony for now. I hope that's popped right. And we will and we will hopefully hopefully I'll see you next time.